Before the first bell rings, before the backpacks hit the classroom floor, something small but deeply meaningful is happening inside our Quad Cities elementary schools.
Is there anybody that wasn't here last week that needs a Bible at home but does not have one?
It's called Quest for Christ.
Jesus loves for me.
A ministry of 180 that meets before or after school in 12 public elementary schools, serving 335 students this year with the help of an army of volunteers, more than 90 in all. People who simply show up each week to listen, to encourage, and to point kids toward the love of Jesus.
Okay, so we're gonna start by everybody's gonna line up.
So as a school bus driver, I saw a lot of behaviors that were disturbing and challenging, and I began to wonder whether any of these children or how many of these children actually knew about Jesus and knew how much that they were loved by Jesus, and was curious as to thinking that a lot of them probably aren't exposed to that. And so I decided that for myself, instead of complaining about and I wanted to be a part of the solution for that, and that's the reason why I decided to do the Quest for Christ program.
Leaders say the program does far more than teach Bible stories. It's a preventative strategy, helping kids build resilience, create community, and root their lives in faith before they encounter the pressures that can lead to addiction, isolation, or crisis later in life. Because when kids learn early that they are loved, known, and never alone, it can shape the entire direction of their lives.
I think that it's great that we have this opportunity, like I said, especially to meet in the school, meet the kids where they are. We always know that meeting people where they are always helps turn them to Jesus.
Do you know very many people that would go through that for you?
And Quest for Christ isn't just creating brighter futures for students, it's also transforming the lives of the volunteers who serve. Several come from 180's recovery programs, men and women discovering that serving others strengthens their own faith and restores a deep sense of purpose. This year, Sam and Ryan have been serving at Madison Elementary, showing up for kids who need encouragement and consistency. And for Sam, something unexpected happened. He discovered something about himself. He loves working with kids, and he's really good at it. That realization opened a new door, leading Sam to a job with Hope at the Brick House, a Christ-centered ministry serving youth in Davenport. Sometimes the impact of this kind of investment in children shows up in ways volunteers never see coming. Harper Duncan is now an 8th grader. She spent 2 years as part of Quest at Cody Elementary School, and her grandma serves as a volunteer. Harper says the seeds planted during her years in Quest for Christ are what led her to take one of the most important steps in her faith.
I had been exposed to the Bible a little bit before, but I really got into it when I went to Quest for Christ. So I chose to get baptized in my Quest for Christ shirt because Quest for Christ was really the reason that I wanted to get baptized, and I knew that I wanted to wear something special.
Tears of joy. I mean, it's not me, I know that it's God, and He's working in her life, but I'm happy to be that vessel that He goes through.
It may only be an hour each week, but when people faithfully show up for kids, when they listen, encourage, and remind them that they are loved by God, those moments can shape a life.
Eternal, forever and ever and ever. After we die, we go to heaven and we'll live with Him forever.
For hundreds of students across the Quad Cities, and for the volunteers who serve them, the impact of Quest for Christ stretches into eternity.